Sheila Watson with Realty One Group. Today I'm going to show you how to move files from Transaction Desk into SkySlope. First thing I want to do is make sure that I get my files into Transaction Desk. So I open up a file, a transaction, and I'm going to go to the Documents tab where I store all of my information. Now I've got a Dropbox item here that I want to add to my documents. So I click the Add button, drag it over, and upload it. Now that file is directly in my document folder. I can send it for email. Another way that I like to do it is to go into my email box. This is directly from an email. I'm going to add the document. I'm just going to take it right from my email and drag it, and it's going to upload it. Now, I don't always like the way another agent might have named a file. So that addendum, for example, if I click on the title, I can then click on the I, and I like mine to be buyer signed addendum 1. That's the convention I like to use for mine. That way all of my documents line up alphabetically in my file. So now that is renamed as buyer signed addendum 1. And if I don't want it in there anymore, I can just delete it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this CDI that I created. It is not signed. I look at it and I see that there is no agent signature on there. So now I'm going to take that document, hit the basket, go into an assigning and Authenticsign, go through all of the steps of assigning and Authenticsign. And when that gets done being signed, it's going to come back into this document area with this little lock signature on it. And that's going to indicate that it has been through my transaction desk and has come back to me and has a signature on it. Now this document now needs to go over into my SkySlope document, SkySlope, so that the broker can see that for compliance reasons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over into my SkySlope folder, and somewhere on that first screen of your SkySlope, you're going to see an email there. Now sometimes I click on it and it opens up a new email, so I can just copy the address. And I'm going to come over into Transaction Desk, and I want to create a new contact for that email address. So in order to create a new contact, I'm going to hit the plus button, and it's going to bring up a contact editing menu. I'm going to title a first name of SkySlope and last name the property address. And then I'm going to paste that email right here on the email line and save that. So when I'm in my documents, I can now go to that signed CDI, click on that so that it goes into the basket. And from the basket, you can now email documents. My transaction I've already put the contact in here. I'll select that. It is important that you click this Send as Attachment button. You can actually go into your Transaction Desk preferences and set this up to always come up on Send as an Attachment. I think the default when you get started is send as a link, and then you have to keep clicking it over here. So I want this as an attachment so that SkySlope recognizes it. So I have changed my preferences so it always comes up as send as an attachment. Now I'm going to send that email, and it's on its way over to SkySlope. Now would be a good time for you to go take a break, get a drink of water, because it's going to take a few minutes to get over to your SkySlope account. But after your little break, you're going to refresh your screen, and then you're going to go look at your documents in SkySlope, and voila, you have the 2020 CDI for Holly. And I could look at that if I want to and make sure that it is the one that I sent over. Yes, that is the one that I sent over. I will click, I will assign that, and on this drop-down box, you will see the required documents. And since I just did this a few moments ago, it's now saying in review. But a few moments ago, it still was red, and I clicked the red required. It's gone into review. And then if I wanted to go over and look at my checklist to get an overall view of how my documents are doing, I can go and look for that CDI and find that it is definitely right there in review. And that, my friends, is how you take a document, put it into Transaction Desk, and then move it directly into your SkySlope checklist. Thanks. Have fun.